activate. You have the link, right? With the YouTube link as well. So in the next seconds, we should start.
Baby.
I hope everything works out now.
2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new special episode. My name is Melchionda Network, speaking from the Dominican Republic. And as a special guest, we have an interesting person. Back in 2016, he was a presidential candidate for the US, and he is as well a huge crypto enthusiast. So ladies and gentlemen, here is John McAfee. And John, first of all, thanks for being here. It's really an honor for me that you are here on my channel, and thanks for taking your precious time. Lots of things changed in the crypto sphere, and that's why we are going to talk about the governments, your McAfee Dex, crypto, Masternodes Co.
Okay, I'm doing wonderful, actually. I'm
very good.
Janice and I are very relaxed. We are, we're hiding out from the world for a few months.
I've heard about that.
If you're from the Dominican Republic, then you would know.
I watched the interview from you. You were in Puerto Plata, right? It's like 200 kilometers from us.
That's true. So you know the adventures we had there. Well, 4 days earlier, we'd been thrown out of Cuba. Not thrown out. The government, came to us and said that the United States had asked that we be returned to America through unofficial channels. Right? There are no official channels between those two countries.
They want to send you back to the US, right?
And they said that it will take us a few days to do that. We recommend that you leave our country within 72 hours. And I said, "Oh, bless you people." And he was smiling. He knew, I knew, we all knew, this is screw you, the United States. So we left within 72 hours, took our boat to the Dominican Republic where, no, Jesus God, the story.
It's terrible,
right?
Over here. I know. I'm living since 3 years.
So what happened is we got to the Dominican Republic 4.5 days later. And by the way, we had just escaped to Cuba from the Bahamas, where the CIA tried to collect me there. So in the Dominican Republic, I knew that the CIA had got there first, because as soon as we came into port, we were surrounded by soldiers. We were not allowed to speak to customs nor immigration. We had our weapons laid out on the table, ready to declare to customs. And I don't know what the policy in the Dominican Republic. Usually they let you keep them on the boat, but you can't take them off. In Cuba, they took them from us and gave them back to us when we left, but it's all different. We had them, who cares? They charged us with bringing weapons into the country without declaring them. And they had video images showing that they never let us talk to customs. I kept saying, I want to talk to customs.
This was in the Dominican Republic, right?
This was in the Dominican.
Dominican
Republic. Oh, no, not in Cuba. God, good God, no. They're, nice, upstanding country. No, they treated us well. Cuba, thank God, warned us and said, get out. We're giving you 72 hours. Okay. We told the Americans who'd reply to them later, just leave. But we went from the frying pan into the fire in the Dominican Republic. So after 4 days in jail, they then say, Miss McAfee, we're going to send you back to America. And I said, I don't think so. I didn't think so. No. So that would have been, well, not suicide. They would have done it. It had been murder, not suicide. But in any case, I told my lawyers, I said, listen, file a brief that I want that Mr. McAfee is requesting his day in court, that before you deport him anywhere, that he wants to have his say. Well, thank God you are a tripartite government, have a real judiciary branch in the Dominican Republic. And once my lawyers had that paper, then, and do you want to know how, by the way, we got that paper? So they were getting ready to deport us to the States immediately. So I said, I need to talk to my lawyers. And the lawyers were there, they couldn't refuse. So I said, I want you to file a brief for the court, and I want my day in court. He said, that's going to take 2 hours. And I said, okay. You've got 2 hours. Go do it. He said, but they're taking you away. I said, you got 2 hours. Go. I went and talked to Janice. I said, Janice, do not panic at what's going to happen. I went back, fell on my face, faked the stroke, and finally convinced them it was real enough that they sent me to the hospital. I'm not going to put a dying man on an airplane, please God.
But they didn't damage. They didn't damage you, right? They didn't touch you. It's
who's they?
No, it was a normal question to you. If the Dominican
No, they never
guys
touched
said
me. They were
something to you.
polite they were polite the whole time. When I said I fell on my face, I fell on my face purposely so that they would send me to the hospital to give my lawyers time to file the brief. They said they needed 2 hours. So finally they come into the hospital with the brief and I go, hey, I feel better. I want to go. With the brief in their hand saying, yes, the Dominican courts will hear your case, then everything changed suddenly. They never anticipated I would pull something like this, right?
Okay.
They thought because once I'm out of the country, no one's ever going to know. No, I'm there. We've got videos of me saying, I want to talk to customs. And no, they never, so they did not allow me to declare my weapons and charge me with failure to declare. Now, what would happen?
A huge mess
what would happen if that went through the Dominican Republic courts? I mean, what would happen if the people knew that's exactly how your army and people operate? And this is on behalf of the CIA. Anyway, they didn't send us to the States, obviously, because once I got the paper, they said, where do you want to go? England. Yes, sir. We'll send you. And they even paid our way, put us in the VIP room at the airport, was served with people with nearly formal attire. It's crazy. From a jail cell in the Dominican Republic to the VIP room in one day.
Everything is possible over here. But my question is, John, why you choose Puerto Plata? I mean, this is not the best location over here. I mean, I'm living in Samaná, but
listen, I was thrown. The CIA tried to collect me in Cuba. I was running. Where was I going to go? Keep in mind, I've been on the run my whole fucking life. This is what my life is. Right. So we're on the run big time now. The CIA is after us. They almost caught us in the Bahamas. We escaped. They almost caught us in Cuba. Cuba warned us. And they almost caught us in the Dominican Republic. All of this within a period of 2 months now, my friend.
It's really risky, yeah. Well, if you guys have some questions, type in here in the comment section on the right side of your screen. John, let us start with the questions because there are some questions over here. For example, there are some newbies that are entering now the crypto sphere. And the question is, why should a newbie invest in cryptocurrency? And where do you see the huge potential of cryptocurrency? If someone say, okay, I have $10,000, $20,000, I want to invest. What's your opinion about that for newbies?
If you're getting into cryptocurrency to invest, don't get into cryptocurrency. You are killing us by using it as a fucking investment instead of what is really, it is the golden key to unlock your fucking cage, people. And everybody's out there getting rich quick or trying to. Do you understand the insanity of that? It doesn't matter how much money you have. You're never financially free as long as your money is owned by someone else. You understand this, people? Cryptocurrency is the opportunity for you to own your money because the dollar is not yours. You just traded and got something for it. That belongs to the US government. See this, people. See this, and you will then free yourself. So what does crypto do? Privacy coins and distributed exchanges can free you from at least having to pay taxes, from government monitoring and intrusion, from any kind of surveillance from governments. It frees you entirely, people. And yet, what are you doing with it? Oh, let's invest it. So if someone said, I've got $10,000, what do I invest in? I go, I don't know, buy DAI and start buying shit with it, all right?
Correct.
That's how you invest in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, that's correct. And when was the first time you said, okay, this is it? I mean, cryptocurrency, I want to stick into it. When was the first time you went in touch with cryptocurrency and you truly believed in it?
Well, I mean, the first time was 2010, I think. Of an employee, ex-employee of mine, it turned me onto it. You know, in 2014, I took a job as a CEO of a New York public company, MGT, which was the sixth largest Bitcoin manufacturer at the time. And I took that job just so I could learn about the process of large-scale Bitcoin mining. And it's a trivial fucking thing. Please, if you want to get into mining, I hope you have some way of entertaining yourself on the job, because it is boring. This is a simple formula. What's electricity cost? What's the temperature outside? What are your hash rates? And on and on and on. So I quit that after I figured out I had learned everything I could possibly learn there, and then just went on my own talking about crypto, and that's all I've been doing.
Yeah, and now let's move to the decentralization, because I saw a lot of interviews from you, and you imagine a free and decentralized world. And in your opinion, which sector needs to be decentralized first, like besides of the financial sector, like healthcare, or I don't know, which is the, you know, the sector that needs to be decentralized first, in your opinion? Government. Okay, and how do you imagine that? Like,
I don't think it's possible. You said what needs to be decentralized first. We need a decentralized government. Once you have freed yourself financially, people, that doesn't mean you've got enough money that you don't have to worry about things. No, meaning that you truly. Maybe something has just happened here. Maybe I got Skype just popped up. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now it works.
My apologies. We had a problem.
No problem.
Okay, and once. Okay, what is it that you're looking for in the answer? Is this an intellectual thing? Is it what is the core of your question?
The core of the question, I mean, this, you know, it needs to be decentralized something first.
But,
you know, we need.
But see, why are we worrying about decentralizing anything until we first decentralize control over our finances? And we're not there yet, people, because when everyone in the world is using a financial system which is decentralized and controlled by no one, then you're able to make more rational decisions about the rest of the world.
So we need more education.
By then, maybe government, which certainly needs decentralization, will have become so small, primarily through inability to collect taxes. And if you think governments are believing that people who are using privacy coins are going to willingly on their tax returns go, yeah, I made $100,000 this year, knowing that the government has no way in the world of ever verifying anything, then you're naive. No. So government's going to be losing revenue, smallrizing. The world's going to be changing. It's going to be chaotic and not pleasant. Let's just get through this first. Let's take this technology and use it for what it was originally intended, to free ourselves financially. And so I hear everybody going, well, what about this? What? Please, you're not even using what you have now. You have cryptocurrencies. And what are you doing? I'm trading this for that because I think this is going to go up and that's going to go down. Or vice versa.
Do you think it's there will be an impact if the governments are saying, okay, we will ban something like the cryptocurrency, or do you think there is another problem, or just like obstacles and hurdles? What do you think about that?
No, of course they're going to ban it, like they banned marijuana, like they've, of course, in the Dominican Republic, you guys don't do like the rest of the world, because everybody smokes weed, even though it has been illegal for 100 years. That did not stop people, and governments know that making crypto illegal is not going to stop it. You cannot, if you can't enforce a law, the law has no teeth and it isn't a law, why even bother making it? But they will come down hard, there's no question.
It's interesting to hear from you. And imagine now, if you know, if the government says, okay, we are going to create our own cryptocurrency, what do you think, in your opinion, will happen, and what is your pro and what is the pro and the cons of all that?
There's only one pro and one con for government cryptocurrency. The pro for the government is that they now have absolute control over you. Everything you ever do, every penny, the instant you spend it, is going to be monitored and surveilled and controlled. You will be a true slave. And the cons for the rest of us is just the reverse of that. So it's up to us. It's up to us to use or not use. Do you see, if we are stupid enough to go, oh, this makes life so easy, I don't have to go to the bank anymore to do a wire transfer. Oh gosh, this is so nice, and thank you. You might as well just dig your grave now, because your soul at that moment died, people.
But how we can change that? I mean, this is like you said this in your interviews before. I mean, there are a lot of sheeps out there that are running and say, okay, the government is good and they are doing great things. But how should we manage all that? That all the people are starting to use cryptocurrency and say, okay, we want to
That's fine.
give the power
You don't
to
have
the
to
government.
you don't have to manage other people. If the sheep want to go to slaughter, and you've done your best to help them, the fact that they're being slaughtered does not affect you. It's your choice whether you want to go to slaughter or go the route that the people themselves developed, not government. Cryptocurrency came from the people, not from the bowel of some government program or big financial institution. No, geeky programmers. So you choose. Whether you choose or not, that's your business. I'm just trying to alert people to please. It's heartbreaking to see what's happening with the stupidity in this world. Just wake up a little bit, people.
Yeah, now let's move on with your DEX, by the way, because we're talking about decentralization, and you're developing actually a decentralized exchange, and it's McAfeeDex.com. Now I have two questions to you, and the first one is, what is your vision and mission about the McAfee Dex? And the second one is, what are your mid and long-term goals? I mean, what are you imagining actually?
Okay, well, the reason for the DEX is I've been talking about them for years on stages and Twitter and everywhere that I can, interviews, urging people, please, you've got to focus on it, because if you don't have them, we're dead in the water, because without an exchange, there is no currency. The exchange is the only power of a currency. You need to understand this. This is the lifeblood of currency. And if they shut down our centralized exchanges, we're dead.
Yeah, it's actually a problem because
you cannot shut down a decentralized exchange, a truly decentralized, and ours is. We have no control. We don't know who you are. We don't ask your name. We don't ask your email address. We ask nothing. We do no
KYC,
nothing. And we're fully distributed. So if you shut down McAfee Dex, I don't care. Do what you want. We've got 1,000 portals out there. It's none of my concern. So it can't be stopped. And since all of our logic,
it can't be hacked, by the way, right?
Pardon?
It can't be hacked.
There's nothing to hack. It's smart contracts on the blockchain, people.
Correct. Yeah,
that's our logic. I mean, so what we've created can neither be hacked nor ever stopped. So if the SEC does catch up with me, my response is going to be, I'm sorry, I can't stop it now. I mean, I can't shut it down. We don't know who our customers are. We don't have any fucking customers. You understand? It doesn't cost money to list on our exchange.
Yeah, we saw like Binance 50 Bitcoins and other exchanges, they want 2, 3, 5 Bitcoins. It's like just crazy. I mean, how can I pay it? I mean,
we don't. This is not a money maker. Please God, this is a gift from me to the people. Now, right now, it's not very usable. We only have 2 blockchains, and that's Ethereum and Tron. We'll have Binance, EOS, and Neo by the end of the year. We'll be adding more, and we still have no cross-chain. Keep in mind, we're in beta. So by the second quarter of next year, we will have cross-chain. So you'll be able to exchange any coin in the world for any other coin in the world without having to give your name or anything. We don't even, nothing is kept. Nothing is kept. So this is a gift. That's why I did it. What's the future for it? We don't charge any maker fees and only 1/4 of 1% taker. And that is simply to fund the development. And that won't be enough, as you know, but it's a gift.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. And again, it's not usable now very much, even though there's people are exchanging.
Yeah, because we saw actually there's not a truly DEX out there. I mean, Blocknet is starting to create their own DEX, and StakeNet wants to create their own DEX as well. But do you see this two DEX like Blocknet and StakeNet like a competition, or do you say, okay, this brings something huge value for the crypto ecosystem?
How could anybody be competition to me? I have given everything out, both our portals and the blockchain, the smart contract, open source.
Yeah.
Take it. Why are they bothering doing it? Or if they want to do something different, do it. I don't have any competitors. You have competitors when you are trying to get more than the other person. I'm trying to get nothing here. I'm trying to make the world a better place for my children and grandchildren. That's all.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting about
and
that.
We have time. We have time for one more question.
Oh, one more question. Okay, so I had more. Okay, well, let's finish with the Masternode niche. I mean, well, I'm actually focusing on 4 Masternode coins, which are Polis, DB, Talos, and BitGreen, and all 4 projects are, I mean, have an active development, and I'm working with all the founders together. And my question is, which are the criteria to pick up a serious and long-term Masternode? Because I saw you invested in some pools and you were the chairman of LuxCoin. Yeah, that's basically my question.
What is the question exactly?
Which are your criteria to pick up a serious and long-term Masternode?
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm 74 years old now. I have totally retired from any sort of money-making activities.
Okay.
And I wish I were available to take help.
Okay, it's interesting. Well, John, I mean, your time is precious for sure. Thanks for being here, and I'm pretty sure we are doing the second round in the next days or next weeks if you have time.
Absolutely,
I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Just get in touch with Janice then, and she will schedule you. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for taking your precious time, John. And we see us. Good luck. See you on the next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, John. Bye. So this is pretty much it. My followers and from my whole community. I mean, John, is actually doesn't have actually so much time. So that was pretty much it. I wasn't expect that he had only 20 minutes of time. But by the way, thanks for being here. Thanks for taking your precious time. If you have some questions, type it in here and I will ask these questions to Janice. I mean, the spouse of John McAfee. I mean, this was pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. We see us in the next video. Happy earnings. Melchionda Network here. Bye-bye.